Hello everyone, it's Mike Levin, SEO from Inwood, New York City on Code with Mike Friday, and I've had just about enough of these broken pipes on connecting to my Raspberry Pi. That keeps making me have to re-log back in and log back in, especially in light of me being able to get all this working in on a PC, on Windows at the office. So it's time for me to move this over to a Macintosh. And what I'm going to do is close out all my terminals. They're useless at the moment. Open a new terminal, ls, to see where it drops me by default. And yeah, okay. So this is probably a logical place to start doing web development from. I might drop into one of those directories. Perhaps Dropbox, so that my work is synchronized in more than one way than just GitHub. But the next thing I'm going to do is, oh yeah, just run Python and see what version. 2.7.2, okay, well that's a really good version if you're staying on Python 2. So I need to figure out how to upgrade to Python 3 on the Mac. Exit, and I pause. Okay, after a quick search, it says you just go to python.org and you download the Mac version, just as we have done with the Windows version prior. Whoops. Did I catch it in time? Nope. 2.78. Already got that. We want 3.42. Let's see, there should just be a download link. There we go, these are the files. i386 64-bit installer. I believe I'm on 64-bit. Keep. And it just puts the installer in there first, so that should go really fast as far as getting it to run in the first place. But what we're going to get is an actual download that occurs as part of the install. Okay, it doesn't take that long to download 80 megabytes these days. Probably the largest part of this will be the actual install. Okay, one of the things we're going to have to learn is it will definitely have Python 2.7 still installed even while we have 3.4. And so there might be path issues, there might be issues with how you run Python. So I guess while that's finishing, let me just make this a little bit smaller so that I can bring the installer back. Put it over here. Watch that last bit of install taking place while I research this more. Go back from the download page. Go back to the page I was reading about getting 3.4 from, and how to run a Python script. Drag it, select, running from the GUI, the IDE. And we just want to run it from the command line. Okay, pause while we finish this. Well, it's finished installing, and I believe the 3.4 installer updates your shell profile to make 3.4 the default. So let's see if that's true. Python. Nope, still 2.7. Exit. Python3. There we go. So after I do a git pull, I can just do Python3 instead of Python when I run Pipulate. So let's see if I have git installed still. I do. I do have git installed. So I can cd, well, first let me ls again, see what's here. And let's see, there's a sites location. I'm just going to make a directory at this level. No, that's the architecture of the operating system. Let me cd into sites. I bet that's for hosting. ls, yes it is. I am going to, well actually we're going to be creating hosting. Apache is probably running or something like it. Nginx or something is probably running in the Mac operating system. So I want to cd ... Definitely don't want to do it there. I will do it off the desktop for now. cd desktop ls make dir. Oh, I don't even need to do a make dir. I do git clone, and then I get the URL from GitHub. So go over here. Search on Pipulate. Is naturally the first result. Especially since I'm logged in as me. Grab the HTTPS clone URL. Copy. Go back here. Paste. Bam! ls. Now there's a Pipulate directory, cd Pipulate, ls. Okay, I believe I have vim installed already, so I'm going to do vim Pipulate. Yay! Now we can see the other things that are part of the requirements. So I will open another window, and I'll make that a bit smaller so we can look at it at the same time as this other one. Pip install Python3. Oh, pip not found. Okay. We have to install pip for the first time. And that will require one more Google. Install pip Mac. Stack Overflow, as usual, to the rescue. Easy enough. Sudo easy underscore install pip. Sudo easy install pip. Password. That all looks very promising. Alright, looks good. Clear. Pip install Python3. Now remember, the Flask auth lib is probably not going to end up being a requirement anymore. And Python3 installs a lot of its dependencies, by the way, like Flask and Workzoig and Jinja 2 templates. Pip install Flask WTF. One of the best names of a package ever. Pip install keyspread. clear cd pip. Probably in that directory, ls. Oh no, cd desktop / pipulate ls. Now the file to do the spreadsheet stuff isn't there, but I believe I have the upload thing so I can test it. So, oh yeah, that's right. ls cd dot ls. It's going to try and, oh, upload. Is it upload or uploads? It's uploads. So I'm going to have an uploads and an upload directory, but that's okay. This 80 columns wide, feel nice and comfortable. Whoops. Okay. Vector uploads. So now you'll see we have 3 directories on the desktop. Can we see that? Where can we see that? We can see that here. Upload, uploads, and Pipulate. And this has the project in it. Double click weirdness, or maybe just in the penalty box. Even the Mac isn't always all it's cut out to be. So okay, there's our program files. Here is our CSV file that we can always upload again. Oh, it came back down as another name. That's fine. That's fine. And then the uploads directory, which has nothing, or which yeah, is going to have the files that that the app uploads. So this is our from, this is our to, essentially. We're looking for things to show in the uploads directory when we run Pipulate, which we can do right now by cd into Pipulate, ls clear, moment of truth, Python3, Pipulate py. From Flask, new module named Flask, okay. Pip install Flask. I hope that means all the other py3 dependencies weren't skipped as well. Ah, there I see works Zoid going in, and I'm sure that means Jinja 2 will go in. Even if pygreen install is messed up, that doesn't really matter. It's the other things that do. Clear, and we'll try that once more. Python3 Pipulate. No module named Flask. Oh, the pip installs are probably installing it for the wrong Python. Pause. Okay, well it seems I can either go the virtual env direction, which is something to remember every time to flip my Python environments into different settings, or I can see if pip3 is available on the Macintosh, and we can use easy install to do that. Easy install 3. Easy install 3 pip. Sudo easy install 3 pip. Let's give that a try. Easy install 3 not found, so that's not really a Mac thing after all. Another thing to try, sudo pip install. Oops, I need 2 installs. Python3 pip. Let's see if the old pip can install the new pip. I believe it can. Sorry to make you sit through the same installs over again, but you get to see my mistakes. Hopefully you didn't follow my instructions verbatim as you were watching the video. That would be a bummer. If this is even working, this may be taking too long. Downloading and unpacking Python3-pip. come on, come on. Okay, while that's doing its thing, let's do some quick investigation. That's Python3 -pip. OSX. Let's go down Certainly don't like the looks of that. Way too long. Couldn't possibly take that long. No, still not there. I pause. Okay, well the answer was it couldn't find any downloads that satisfy the requirements. And I'm also reading now about how Brew includes Python3 and includes pip3 as its default. So I'm thinking I might end up trying the Python3 through Brew, although stand by. Okay, I try a new approach. I add an alias to my bash RC or bash underscore profile. So cd home, then bash underscore profile. I don't think I have one yet. I paste escape colon WQ, closed, new window, Python. Okay, normal Python does now use Python3. Now let's exit and let's see if pip just by itself tells us anything. It's going to be hard to tell. Let me just try using pip again now. Pip install Pygreen. Tell us if it's already installed. It's downloading Flask and Mako templates. It's re-downloading everything. Maybe it's running pip in some, Python 3 context. Okay. CD desktop. Pipulate. Python Pipulate. No module named Flask. That should have just been installed with Pygreen just now. One more attempt at pip3. I hate a solution like this, but this might be my way to get this running locally on the Mac fast. And it's actually worth it because the running it on the Raspberry Pi here is now getting very tiresome. A lot of suggestions to use Homebrew, and then the Python3 that came with it. That will be my final attempt if this didn't actually clean it up. Let me see if I have a pip3 here. I do. Okay. pip3 install iGreen. This must be a fascinating video. Better me than you, huh? Getting there. It certainly looks like a different install than before. Clear. ls, we're still in our Pipulate project. Python, Pipulate. Hey, awesome! Now it's reporting no module named Flask WTF, so I can just repeat these things, but with pip3 instead. So that's pip3 install Flask WTF. And pip3 install gspread. ls. Now there's some things I'll have to clean up out of here. I did some downloads as I got things going, but we can do Python Pipulate. Moment of truth. Hey, look at that, restarting with reloader. Now, whereas before, to reach my project, I was going to mike11seo.local:8080. This is where the project used to be loaded off of the Raspberry Pi that keeps losing connection. But now it's on localhost:8080. Moment of truth. Voila! Now we have Pipulate running natively on a Macintosh, rounding out how this is so versatile. As far as a GitHub project for free and open source SEO, you'll be able to pull this down and run it locally on your Windows machine, as I demonstrated last week or 2 weeks ago, or on your Mac, as I demonstrated just now, or on Raspberry Pi, where the project was born. So now this login link, the redirect afterwards, is going to make a lot more sense. Except, bam, we are now sitting on top of an access token right here in localhost 8080. And I'll be able to snag that with something. It might take an AJAX call or something in the background. It's really an interesting thing because this is not reaching the web server because it's using a bookmarklet, or a bookmark hashtag in the URL, which is not sent out on the HTTP request of the displaying URL, which makes it great for AJAX navigation and bookmarking sort of stateless state in an otherwise stateless application. Hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, I'll wrap up the video here. Thanks for joining me. Hope to talk to you soon. And I don't know if there will be another video today because it's coming up on 3:30, which is when I'm expecting my kid for trick-or-treating in this building, and then moving on to another area. Talk to you soon.